Bobby Bones Show.
All right, the hot guy draft comes up next, and Eddie will have the first pick in the hot guy draft.
Yeah.
Do you want to let us know who you're going to go with?
Negative.
I'm the only one to ever reveal their first pick before the
Yeah.
quiz.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it because I don't want you guys to omit that one from your list. I think it's one that everyone has, obviously.
I have one that I don't want to say because I think he's too young.
Oh gosh.
I can appreciate the honesty of that.
I'll get rid of that one.
It just feels weird. It's hard. It's hard out here.
Too young, like 12?
Yeah, who is that?
He's going to be really good looking.
You have to go with it. Amy goes with it. He's going to be really good looking.
Terrible.
Now, if Raymundo would have yelled, I have a girl, and she's going to be really good looking when she gets older, we'd have been like, that's creepy.
I know. But that's why I don't think I'm going to say it.
Will you at least put it in your honorable mention that you thought about?
Maybe.
Okay. We'll do our hot guy draft. Eddie has the first pick, and we'll do that coming up next.
Bobby Bones.
So just like fantasy football drafts, you all sit around a room and draft players, and all the players go on a team, and the team that does the best wins. That's basically what this is. But we draft different things. It was Halloween candy recently. It was happiest songs recently. And today we are doing the hot guy draft. So we'll go around the room. You can draft a hot guy. And at the end, you will have a team of 3 hot guys. And if our listeners vote your team the best, then you get a point. That's how it goes. So today, the hot guy draft will be, the first pick is Eddie, Morgan number 2, myself, Amy, Lunchbox, in that order. That's the first round. Then the second round, it goes backward. So then it goes Lunchbox all the way back around. That being said, it's now time to start our hot guy draft. Eddie, you have the first pick.
I
Sure,
do.
you spent all night Google imaging people.
No, not really. No.
Oh.
I had this list easy. It's not a long list, but I knew exactly who I was going to go with. My number 1 pick,
Is?
Bobby Bones.
There's no way you win with that.
What do you mean?
I appreciate that.
No, dude, I'm telling you, my list isn't long at all. I have 5 people on my list. Number 1 is Bobby Bones. Take it.
There is no chance that that's a winner. And
Oh
it's-
my
And
God.
also, here's the 2 things going to happen.
Are you a good-looking hot guy?
No. 1,
Oh my
you're going to
God.
lose, and 2, my feelings are going to be hurt at the same time.
You won't lose, dude.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's going to be the last place.
Bones. Our voters will vote for you.
This is just, I'm just waiting to be punched in the mouth when I look at the results later. I hate that you picked me because now I'm not feeling.
Sorry, man. I went with my heart.
I know.
Went with my heart. and
I appreciate
Okay.
that.
Good sucking up, too.
I appreciate it. Oh, he doesn't need to suck up. We're BFFs.
Not a suck up.
Morgan number 2, are you ready?
Yes.
Who is your hot guy pick?
He's from Australia and he's very well known. His name is Chris Hemsworth.
He's a good looking guy. I have to eliminate him from my list. That's a good pick.
Okay. Same.
Well, I'm going to go with pick number 3, Luke Bryan. Thank you. Overall, dancer, good looking dude, good dude. I'm going Luke Bryan as my first round pick. What do you think about that one?
It's a great pick. I had it.
Okay.
Oh, you did?
For sure.
I was pretty proud that no one would have that
No,
one.
I had it.
All right. Amy?
Okay, well, since you went music, it makes me maybe want to go music for my first one, but I'm going to go with my gut. And this guy can sing and dance, you just don't really know it.
You can't pick me at 2. Eddie already picked me.
Ryan Gosling.
Great pick. Easy first rounder. Could have been number 1 pick, and we'd all have been like, good pick. Hot guy draft. Lunchbox is drafting his team. This is the first pick. Lunchbox?
Yeah, my wife, when I said we were doing this draft, the first name out of her mouth, which was a little too fast, was Channing Tatum.
Oh,
So,
good one.
It's a good pick.
He is number 1, Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Scratch that out.
I didn't have him, but I wish I would have. It's one of those where I'm like, oh, why didn't I think about that?
Yeah, I forgot about Magic Mike.
So in the first round, we have the people picked for the hot guy draft: Bobby Bones, Chris Hemsworth, Luke Bryan, Ryan Gosling, and Channing Tatum. I'm gonna be honest, one of them don't belong.
Yeah, Channing Tatum.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Amy, you have second round pick here. Oh no, Lunchbox
Lunchbox.
does. First pick of second round.
First pick of the second round. My wife likes this guy. Thinks he's funny.
Why do you
You
keep
let your
having
wife
me
draft
say
for
your
you?
wife?
Yeah, just pick.
Because he doesn't want to pick.
Zac Efron.
Good
He's
pick.
all right.
You don't like Zac Efron?
He's all right.
Yeah. Amy,
I'm going to go with Justin Timberlake.
good pick.
Hot.
Just it's the overall thing too.
Oh, it's the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Bradley Cooper as my next pick.
Good
Solid.
one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bradley Cooper. I
Hot.
like that. Oh yeah, hit that one.
Tell me something, girl.
Yeah. Let's play this song when this is over. It reminds me we should play this song more. We'll play that song. Morgan number 2.
I'm gonna go with the singer this time. I'm going Tim McGraw.
Good one. I have him on mine.
I'm an Indian outlaw.
So many ads. Yeah. I for sure
My
did.
baby, she's a
Chippewa. She's a one of a kind.
Eddie?
All right, I'm going with another singer, but I'm going with Sam Hunt.
Good one.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, we're talking
I didn't think of
hotties.
that.
Yeah.
Hotties.
It's a good one.
Wow. Eddie just saved you, Bobby.
Did I?
saved the.
No, they're one, Amy.
Oh, wait,
they're
what-
in a group.
What are
Sam
you
Hunt
trying
and
to
Bobby.
say, Amy?
You said you might. You were saying he might lose with you, but no, he's not going to lose with you.
Sam,
Y'all
come on,
might-
Sam, carry me home, buddy.
Good point, Amy.
I don't want to. I'm torn now. I want you to win, kind of, because I'd be like, yay.
Well, yeah, I want me to win too.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, Eddie, here are your first picks. You'll start the third round.
Yes.
You have Bobby Bones and Sam Hunt. Now you have one final pick to go.
Easy.
You know it.
Oh wow, is it?
I had
easy?
one person left in my list.
Yeah.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Brad Pitt. Come on.
Solid.
Beautiful, beautiful, hot man.
Solid. Morgan, number 2. You have Chris Hemsworth and Tim McGraw. Who will you be adding to that list?
Well, he's hot and he has a great personality. He's Mr. Ryan Reynolds.
Good
Ah,
one.
yes.
Funny on Instagram too.
Okay.
I have Luke Bryan and Bradley Cooper. I'm gonna tell you, I was thinking about Tom Brady
Oh man.
Oh, I didn't even think of him. Good one.
because I love Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I love the Patriots, but I feel like a lot of people that don't like the Patriots would hold that against me.
That'd be the rest of the country. I
Yeah,
think.
so I'm gonna go George Strait.
Oh, Amy, that is so mean.
He's in the hole.
Amy, welcome to Fantasy
A little
Drafts.
secret that nobody knows.
You took the hottest guy in country music.
Well, then why didn't you pick him? You had 2 picks to pick him.
You did. You left him there. I thought that was your first pick.
Okay.
Play your cards right.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
If you expect to win in life.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, you have 1 pick left. You have Ryan Gosling and Justin Timberlake. Who's your last pick?
David Beckham.
Good pick. Solid. Can't go wrong with David Beckham.
Nope.
Lunchbox, you have
Accent.
Channing Tatum and Zach Efron.
Tattoos.
Yeah. I don't have any. Oh, man. That's a tough one. I'm going to
Denzel.
He's on there.
Yeah, he's on mine
Yeah.
too.
He's
Good
on
looking guy.
there, but it's not going to be Denzel. He's a great actor, but he's not going to win. Who's going to win me this vote is going to be America loves this dude. His name's George Clooney. George Clooney.
All right, George Clooney. Just to roll down the teams real quick. And then I'm going to play Shallow because I hadn't heard that in a while. And when that comes on anywhere, I'm always like, dang, it's a good song. Eddie has Bobby Bones, Sam Hunt, and Brad Pitt.
That's right.
That's his hot guy team. You can vote for that at bobbybones.com. Morgan, number 2, has Chris Hemsworth, Tim McGraw, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
It's a really good team. And she's winning the whole thing right now. She's in the lead. I have Luke Bryan, Bradley Cooper, and George Strait.
It's good.
What are you going to say, Eddie?
No, the George Strait one. There's a solid move. I love that move, doing it in front of Amy.
I just think he's a great looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Gosling, Justin Timberlake, and David Beckham is Amy's picks. And
Hotties.
and Lunchbox has Channing Tatum, Zach Efron, and George Clooney. So there you go. Everybody feel good?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, feel
All right.
great.
We'll have it up. Morgan, number 2, writes it as we go, and it'll be loaded at bobbybones.com in the next 10 minutes or so.
Yes.
And you can go vote on your team, bobbybones.com. We count on your votes. Let me play one of the guys from my list, Bradley Cooper. Don't let him singing this song and his acting ability and his good looks all sway you. This is just good music here. Shallow, Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper, Bobby Bones Show. Go vote on the hot guy draft. Eddie's getting a lot of different kind of feedback on his first pick, which he in the hot guy draft, first pick you picked.
Bobby Bones.
Okay.
Yep.
I even winced at that a bit. What basically are the comments saying on Twitter?
Ooh, a lot of like, oh, I already vote for Eddie. Eddie for sure. Vote Eddie. Vote Eddie. And then I get one that says, you have done lost your mind.
That's me.
There's only one, though, Bones. I'm telling you, I'm going to win this thing.
Okay.
We're going to win it.
I'm not on your team.
Yeah, you are.
I just don't want you to finish last. All right. BobbyBones.com. You can vote. Coming up in a second, I do want to talk about this dentist who pulled a tooth, which was the longest tooth ever.
Oh.
He's pulling a tooth from someone, like going to the dentist normal. And he's like, well, I got to pull this tooth. And it ends up being the longest tooth ever, Guinness World Record tooth. So, which is weird. We'll talk about that. Now Amy's thinking about moving. Have you guys heard this?
No.
Had some drama at home. Not with her husband, but with around.
Yeah.
So we'll get into what's happening there too. And tomorrow on the show, at this time, Miranda Lambert will be in. Tomorrow, Miranda Lambert in for the Friday morning conversation. All right, we got a lot to get to. The draft voting is about to be up. Come back in a second. Boom.
Did you know you can text us? Text Bobby, that's 26229, to send us a message.
Message and data rates may apply.
The Bobby Bones Show.
What coffee do you choose to start your day? Well, here at the studio, West Rock.
Nicki Minaj, the rapper,
Yeah.
her husband, who I didn't know who that was, by the way. I don't even know if he's that famous. But he paid $1.1 million for a wedding ring. And it supposedly bought it himself.
Not with her money.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't know. I didn't even know she was married.
My thing on a $1.1 million anything is that you're basically carrying around $1 million in cash out in the public.
Right.
So you have to have security all the time, as if you were carrying around $1 million with you all the time. Not that she doesn't have security, but you're wearing that right on your finger. It's not like you can skip out and head to 7-Eleven real quick. You wouldn't with $1 million in cash, would you?
No.
I just wonder what that looks like up close. I've never seen anything like that up close. Nicki Minaj's husband gave her a $1.1 million wedding band, paid for it himself. His name's Kenneth Perry. He handled the design, delivery, paid for it on his own. Raymundo, how's it going with your wedding ring?
Talked to sales, and they're still working the deal.
And you're waiting for sales to hook you up with the ring.
Not the entire. I mean, they're gonna give me a discount, and we've partnered with them. We do radio ads and stuff like that. But by no means is it free. I'm still paying tons and tons of money. It's a ring.
Tons and tons.
It's a ring, and they can't give you a free ring. But I mean, it's gonna cost me some money. That's what we're figuring out the ins and outs and stuff.
Okay. And you think before, this is the fall of love?
I wanted it to be before this weekend, but I haven't seen the salespeople. They were here earlier the week, but it's been nothing since. So I don't know.
I'm looking at this ring, Amy. It looks like one of those you get from a candy, or from a put a quarter in. And
I
comes
see
out.
it. I googled it. It's huge. It's like a big band with tons of diamonds, and then a big
one
diamond.
big one that looks like something you would see in a movie.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've never in my life thought about buying an engagement ring to the point of let me go look at them, and so it all blows my mind. Like I've never been close to getting engaged to even know what I would need to spend or the look. Like I do endorsements for stores, and so I have a bit of an education for that, but I can't imagine going to a store and the amount of money. I used to have a ring fund. I would save up.
I remember that.
And I was like 23. I was like, well, I like to be prepared, so I'm going to start an engagement ring fund. Little did I know, here I am 15 years later, 16 years later, with never been engaged.
Well, and you ended up using that on something else.
Yeah. I think I just split it up.
By PlayStation.
Yeah, you
or something?
diversified it elsewhere.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. Yeah. A dentist in Germany pulled a 1.5-inch tooth from a patient's mouth. It's the world record for the longest tooth ever. Think about that tooth.
Okay, that's
do
long.
your fingers, because 1.5 inches doesn't sound long, but do your fingers 1.5 inch.
No, that's big. Like,
That's so
how is
long.
it even?
It looks like a fang. Dr. Max Lucas said he pulled the tooth out of someone's mouth who had been complaining of severe dental pain, and then he measured it, and it's 1.5 inches. Like it looks like a bobcat or
like a walrus?
Well, that's a whole different.
Saber-toothed tiger.
Like a saber-toothed tiger
Oh,
tooth.
or that.
That's the good one right there. Yeah. So I
Or
saw that
walrus.
this morning. Here's a World Series clip from last night. The Nationals win the World Series. I believe is this the last play, Raymundo?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Here they are, one strike away, one out away. 3-2. Here it is! The Washington Nationals are world champions for the first time in franchise history.
There you go. Your thoughts.
Way to go.
There you go.
I'd
They worked hard.
I'd fallen asleep by the
Yeah,
end of
no,
it.
it is good for the first time in history. That's cool.
Well, yes, the team hasn't been the Nationals a long time. They used to be the Montreal Expos. So
So did they have one under their belt?
this is a while ago they switched.
Oh.
But yes, good for the Nationals. I like the Nationals. I pull some clips, so we're going to roll through these. Here's Tim McGraw on getting in shape. He talks about with Men's Health Magazine about how often he works out. Okay, here we go.
Try to work out every day. I don't really plan on days off, although I've learned a little bit more moderation as I've gotten older because it takes a little more time to recover.
What I hear from my friends who tour with Tim is that he works out for like 4 hours a day.
It's crazy.
Like you don't get those abs just chilling or hopping on a bike for 30 minutes like I'll do sometimes. Like the guy is ripped. And is Tim 50?
Yeah.
Yeah? Here he is on his favorite part of working out.
Probably my favorite part of the workout is I start every morning out with either a 30-minute or sometimes an hour walk on the treadmill. You know, at 52 years old, you got to do the things that you got to do to get your body warmed up and going, and so you don't pull anything or hurt anything or injure yourself. And the last thing I want to do is injure myself in a way that I can't perform or I can't continue to work out.
The crazy thing is he spent as much time walking, getting ready as I do working out.
Right. He's like, this is my warm up.
Yeah, I'll go do an hour and be like, I crushed it today. And he's like, what I like to do is work out for 3 hours before the workout.
It's crazy.
They asked me, if I were Tim McGraw, what's your favorite part? Counting my abs before I go to bed. He's got like 8 of them, 9 of them. I'll give you one other clip here. I don't watch Real Housewives. Do you know anything about Teresa Giudice?
Yes. So she was married to Joe, and
Yes.
they both like went to jail. It was like way back, like 2014. She served 15 months, so she got out a while ago, and then he had to serve like a really long time for bankruptcy and wire fraud, something like
They
that.
were doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a clip of Caroline Manzo
Oh yeah, she's a Real Housewife, friend of theirs.
responding to Teresa's claim that she's the rat that landed Joe in prison.
Ooh,
Did you know about this?
I didn't know that.
All right, here we go.
I have heard over the years that she has slandered me numerous times on her live shows, numerous times to people that just go up to her on the street, in the press, on reunions. This is not the first time she's made this claim.
Yeah.
Those are big words.
Yeah.
Your
Those are
thoughts?
very big words. So once in a while, you got to take the bully, pull him up by their shirt, pull him into your face and say, this is the reality.
I don't think Caroline would do that. I mean, if she was mad at Teresa, maybe, but I feel like she's loyal. Like, even if she is mad at somebody, she's like not going to turn them in to go to jail for a long time.
Okay, there you go. There's all the clips from the last 24 hours.
All right.
I put them on one sheet just to keep everybody up. A lot of people are texting me saying there's no way that dentist pulled out a tooth that big that it would break.
Is that fake
But
news?
But Guinness was there.
Yeah.
So it's got to be
But
real.
they must have known by the x-ray that it was going to be the longest, because how do you have
I would
Guinness
assume.
Sure.
on site?
Yeah.
You know?
You call them, guys, get a load
here
of this.
ASAP.
Let's play Scotty McCreery. This is it, Bobby Bone Show. By the way, if you're watching right now on our YouTube channel, Bobby Bone Show, I'm dressed as a baseball player. It's my Halloween costume. Got the pants, the jersey, the hat. Morgan number 2's a dinosaur or something over there.
Yeah.
Way up in
Well, I was looking at the results of the hot guy draft. I'm definitely losing. I'm getting crushed.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll perhaps sit out tomorrow. I picked Luke Bryan as my first pick.
It's early, man.
No, how it works, first 5 minutes always is who wins it. But we'll let people vote. I'm in last place. I picked Luke Bryan, Bradley Cooper, and George Strait. I guess people don't love country music.
Guess not.
I guess our listeners don't love country music because I see beauty as more than just skin deep.
Yeah, those are solid picks.
But I'm in last place. Eddie and Morgan are battling it out there for the top. You go vote at BobbyBones.com. Whoever you vote for, it's up to you.
Yeah.
But BobbyBones.com, go vote and pick the hot guy team that you like the most.
Who else did Eddie have besides you, Bobby?
Sam Hunt,
Oh, yeah. And who else?
Brad Pitt.
Okay.
I mean, those are the 3 hottest guys I've ever known.
Why do you have
Three good ones. I wanted to know who else was there.
I think we all know
I
what
said
she was
3.
saying.
What?
She was like, what 2 did he get to make up for his Bobby pick?
Is that what you meant, Amy?
Nope, it's not what I meant. I
Come-
just wanted to know the full team.
Coming up, we'll do Tell Me Something Good. There is a 15-year-old kid who has cerebral palsy and is autistic, so he uses a wheelchair. He also loves Halloween. So his dad found a way to make his Halloween costume awesome. We'll do that story next.
It's time for the good news.
With Bobby.
Tell me something good.
There's a 15-year-old kid in Massachusetts who is autistic and in a wheelchair. So his dad always makes him an epic Halloween costume. And they just revealed he's going as a fighter jet this year. This costume's awesome. We'll put it up on our Twitter at Bobby Bones Show. Tommy Hardy is autistic and has cerebral palsy, so he uses a wheelchair and he loves Halloween. So his dad, Tom, always makes him an elaborate costume to trick-or-treat in. And this year he's going as an SR-71 Blackbird, which is a fighter jet. The Air Force used them from the 60s through the late 90s. His dad and some buddies spent over 100 hours on it last month.
Oh, wow.
Which
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they used a bunch of random parts in the garage. The whole thing cost about $75. The costume is special. It's dedicated to Tommy's grandparents, who both passed away this year. They both served in the Air Force at Vietnam. So their names and ranks are printed on the tail.
Aw.
And their photos are right next to the control panel in the cockpit.
Coolest.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Past costumes have included a police car, an X-Wing fighter from Star Wars, and one of the dragons from Game of Thrones. But this is so cool, and you can see it up on our Twitter. Do you want to see the picture of it?
Yeah, I do.
Does your back hurt? All right.
I know that was a dig at me.
No, it wasn't.
'Cause sometimes I get up and I don't feel it as bad, and sometimes I get up and it really hurts.
I was just asking if your back was hurting.
It's true.
Look at that picture.
Okay, that's so legit. Man, this makes me feel like a really horrible parent. Stevenson's handcuffs broke last night, and I was like, "Get over it. You don't need them." He's like, "But I'm in the SWAT team." I said, "You don't need them, and they're so cheap. They just broke. They're part of his costume." And I'm like, "Look, you have a flashlight, you got a baton, got a gun. Like, I don't know, you're good." But now I feel like I should make him some handcuffs.
There you go. That's what it's all about. Thank you.
That was Tell Me Something Good.
Transmitting across America.
This is the Bobby Bones Show. That's right. Now, here he is. Turn it up. Come on, Bobby.
Well, Amy is looking for a new house, kind of out of nowhere.
Yes, tell me about it. Out of nowhere. I just don't even know how this is even happening. I'm still in disbelief, but especially because like we just got our garage done. It took 2 years.
Yeah, the Garage Mahal. Yeah. This crazy garage you guys built. That your dad was also going to be able to live in before he went to the
now he's in
group
assisted
home.
living.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, it's just the kids' school situation is just not working out like we thought it was going to. And there's a school we've been trying to get them into, but there's tests and they're English and they haven't been able to pass the test. So there's a different part of town that has really good public schools with good ESL programs, which is English is a second language. But it's probably 25 minutes from where we currently live. And yeah, we might be moving.
Well, so if you're new to the show, Amy has 2 adopted children. They've been here almost 2 years now.
Yeah, in December, it'll be 2 years.
And their English still isn't good enough to get them into the level at school they need.
Right. It's just some English, and then their education in Haiti was just so not where it needed to be that it's set them back. Like they're doing well and they're both smart. They're just not at their grade level yet. And it's taking a while for their brain to kind of kick in. But teachers say once it starts to click, it'll just click and go. But there's just some barriers we have right now.
So do you want to say what you're thinking about doing or no?
I mean, what you can say, what? Oh, that's, we can't do that.
Okay,
we can say that we thought about it.
Can I tell you, and can I tell you
Yeah.
what my advice was?
Yeah, and I knew I wasn't
Okay, so
going to do it.
Amy comes to me
but
and goes,
say how I asked it.
I don't know how you asked
I
it.
think I said, well, I go to jail.
Yeah, she goes, well, I'll be like Lori Laughlin, and like Aunt Becky, because her dad lives in a senior center that's in that school district. And she
Yeah.
goes, can I just claim I live there since
Love
we have
it.
the
'Cause,
residence?
Yeah, we pay for it.
And I was like, no, you don't, but you don't live there. And she's like, well, I go to Aunt Becky jail. And I was like, well, you won't go to Aunt Becky jail, but they'll have to make an example out of you like they're doing Aunt Becky.
Yeah, because we used the address that, I mean, my kids go over there.
People do that all the time.
Well, I
yeah,
know
but
they
people
do.
aren't public figures that if someone finds out, they feel like they have to rat or they look like they're
I mean,
hiding
it's not
something.
like my kids blend in. Like,
Right.
Stevenson gets recognized. So sometimes they'd be like, wait. And then Stevenson would be like, no, I live on the east side. And they're like, what? We thought you lived down here.
So now you're looking for a new house. Are you actively searching?
Yeah, my husband went and looked at one yesterday. And it just, we like our little vibe where we live. Like, we like quaint and old, and where we would be moving to is like everything's kind of newish and not as quaint. So we're kind of struggling with that.
And you'll be further from me. How do I get to come over to the house anymore if you live half an hour away?
I know. You'll never come.
I'll never come because you live down there by Eddie, and I don't ever drive down there.
Well, we're not trying to move like way in. I honestly, like, I keep watching the houses like as they pop up on this map to see if something will pop up. And I'm watching that borderline, that line that like borders where we live now, like that school district to that other school district. I'm trying to stay right on that border. I don't want to go too deep.
Well, good luck.
But yeah, thank you.
Got to get those kids education and get them around other kids.
I know.
Which is a struggle
that's
now.
huge too.
Yeah.
I think also some interaction, because right now they're in a one-on-one situation, and I think being around other kids will really, really help.
I was reading anything about schools about how they don't allow bobbing for apples anymore at schools.
Oh, really?
Which I think is the greatest thing.
Wait, why?
That's gross.
Because of all the disgusting germs in the water.
Oh, but I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's licking doorknobs.
Well, actually, no, that's not.
It's been around, but now it's been banned because when they test the water, it's filled with flu. Like flu-like
Ew.
symptoms. Health officials strongly urge parents, teachers to discontinue the game because of the high amounts of bacteria and viruses that spread when you play it.
Okay,
Y'all,
but when you say it like that, yeah. Ugh.
even YMCAs and community centers have banned it because kids are essentially dunking their faces in buckets that are filled with other people's spit. And it's not like it's boiling water where it's killing it. It's all basically multiplying.
Yeah.
By the way, I went to the bathroom a minute ago during the break. It annoys the bejesus out of me that there is no hot water in the sink. I'm scrubbing my hands. Where did the hot water go? We used to have hot water. We don't have prizes to give away. Now we don't have hot water?
Yeah, what's happening?
What's next? Winter come, we gonna put a log in here and burn it for heat? We don't have any hot water. It drives me bananas.
Oh. Has it ever been hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
We've
really?
had hot water.
Yeah. So I retired from bobbing for apples. I went professional for a couple years.
Good for you.
Then I dropped out. And now we don't have hot water here. I can't believe it. How do you expect us to not be sick if we don't have the tools to keep us from being sick?
Well, there's soap, right?
No, but the soap dispensers came from me complaining about it on the show, and listeners came and set up soap dispensers.
Oh, that's right. I
remember
forgot about
that.
that.
Our listeners take care of us.
I
You
have
have to
some-
wash your hands with hot water, right? Warm water?
Warm water is often better than soap is, like hot water. Both are effective in their own way, but yeah.
So we need it.
I'm getting some text here. Says people have gone to jail for faking their address.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be faking it. My dad lives there, and we contribute to the bill.
But you don't live there. It's not your residence. People have gone to prison for using the wrong address for school.
Yeah.
Someone says use Eddie's address.
That's illegal too.
Amy, do not fake your address. Do you not remember what happened on Friday Night Lights when they tried to fake the address for the kid that lived outside the school district?
Well, that was just a mailbox on a piece of land.
Right. Nobody went to jail for that.
Yeah, you just get kicked off the team.
I mean, and this isn't for sports. This is for education.
But again,
This is for English. This is
other
for-
kids would also like to be there that aren't
I agree.
there.
I'm not going to do it. I just thought desperate times call for desperate thoughts, but I didn't act on it. I don't want to do it wrong, and I don't want to go to jail.
I'll mention our poll one more time. This one's already over. You can go vote if you want.
What do you mean?
Morgan number 2 is running with the So Hard.
She has?
Yeah.
How do you do this, Morgan? Number 2? How?
Well, she runs the web, guys.
Hot guy draft. Oh, don't conspiracy theory. But you can vote at bobbybones.com on the hot guy draft. Morgan number 2 will win, and I will finish last. But you can go vote still and see what you like there. Morgan number 2's dominating team of Chris Hemsworth, Tim McGraw, and Ryan Reynolds.
Pretty strong.
Pretty strong. Gotta admit, pretty strong. So bobbybones.com. Russell Dickerson, Now Every Little Thing. Check out a song. Call us if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. A question, a comment, some feedback. Hit us up. Bobby Bones Show is on.
Follow Bobby on Instagram.
At Mr. Bobby Bones.
Okay, so all you guys got to do is go over. Oh, by the way, you can see the video where I prank Morgan on my Instagram, Mr. Bobby Bones. Also, tomorrow in studio, Miranda Lambert. She's basically going to be here for like 45 minutes or so. So, Miranda Lambert tomorrow morning on The Bobby Bones Show.
I'm a dirt road.
Lindsay Lohan spent $14,000 at a hotel on blank, blank, and blank. Hold that.
Okay.
She spent $14,000 on this. I'll give you one of them. Twizzlers. That's one of the three.
One of the three things
It's
totaled
Twizzlers.
$14,000.
So we'll get into that. I'll tell you that. And then a woman thought her ex was dead. That's just sad. And then she bumped into him. Oh.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she's like, what the? I'll give you that story. We got some good stuff coming up. And your calls. 877-77-BOBBY. That's the number. Back in a second.
Bobby Bones. The Bobby Bones Show.
A woman thought her ex was dead until she bumped into him a few years later working at a restaurant, which has got to be like, you have to look at him and go, that looks a lot like Chris.
I know.
It just feel weird. Like, oh man, that stinks. And now, wow, it looks a lot like, oh my God, that is Chris. Or are you Chris? That's just, the whole thing's weird, right?
Yeah.
He faked his death to get out of some debts to her and his
I
friends.
guess it was worth sacrificing his life to get out of the debt.
I mean, talk about an unexpected encounter with an ex, because sometimes you'll bump into somebody that you used to date. It's like kind of awkward. Imagine your dead ex. Man. She bumped into him at a local restaurant, which, by the way, if you fake a death, shouldn't you get out of the local scene?
Totally move. Yeah.
It's another country.
Get out
maybe,
of town.
maybe you shouldn't be at the neighborhood Chili's. When she found out her ex-boyfriend had been murdered by a biker gang,
What?
according to his own mother, she didn't ask him any questions. I'm going to tell you, I'd have like 100 questions.
Got murdered by a biker gang?
She said it sounds stupid in retrospect, but you don't have any reason to question it. 2 years later, she was sitting at a restaurant with a friend when she remembered that his brother worked there and asked for a waiter to tell him to stop by their table. I went, yeah, I haven't seen him in ages. I'd like to say hi. The restaurant employee said he's not in that day, but his brother was working. And she was like, wait, huh? His brother? I thought there was another brother involved here. And then she went into shock. It turns out, listen, he owed everybody a collective $2,200.
So he owed his friends?
Her and some friends.
Okay, I didn't know if he owed like the law.
You can just ghost your
The
friends
government.
without having to act like you're dead.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
You don't need to, yeah.
But
or just
a biker gang and get the mom involved too.
So complicated.
That's a lot. Earlier, speaking of complicated, we were talking about Amy. She's going to have to move probably because she has 2 kids. 2 years ago, they were adopted from Haiti. Their English still isn't good enough to get them into the appropriate grade level for their age. And so you did not get into the school that you tried that had an English as second language program.
Yeah, and it's a school where like there's other Haitians there and Eddie's kids go there. Like it's a really great school and we haven't passed the test like 3 times. So it's like I think it's time for us to just move on.
And so she's trying to get to a good public school now.
Right.
Where they have a similar program, but she doesn't live in that district. And she's like, can I just fake I live somewhere else? And you can't, obviously.
Right, obviously.
Nicole in Virginia did that, though. She claimed a fake address. Hey, Nicole, are you there?
Hi, yes. Good morning, Tim.
Morning. Would you tell Amy what happened?
Yeah, so actually, I was a junior in high school, and then they redistricted us in the middle of the year. And so what my mom did, because I slept over at my friend's house a lot, we said, okay, we'll go ahead and claim her address. That worked for about a week, and then supposedly the public school system sent out an investigator, and they had a van parked outside of our house where we couldn't see them, and they would follow my mom, and she would drop us off every morning at my friend's bus stop.
Ooh, and then y'all got busted.
So,
did your mom go to jail?
She's calling from prison right now.
She did?
No.
Oh.
But we did not go to jail, but they called me and my sister down to the principal's office, handed us a letter, and basically said, you are not allowed to return to the school premises on Monday. Find another school. It was a really terrible situation, but it ended up for the best. So.
Oh, could you imagine poor little Stevenson and Stashier if they get called to the office and told they're not welcome back?
Are they going to think America?
I don't know.
Oh, God. They don't know.
I mean, I can't do that to them. I know. Trust me, we're going to do the right thing, but that's why we're going to be moving probably suddenly. And it's so weird. Like, I can't even imagine maybe moving before the end of the year. What?
That's crazy that you're even moving.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Because we'd have to sell our house. There's so many factors, and who knows? Maybe.
I got somebody for you.
Yeah, I know. I've heard.
Yeah. I got you hooked up.
I know. I'm serious.
Yeah, I got you hooked up. Luke Combs, one number away, Bobby Bones Show. If you want to call us about anything not related to that, you can. A lot of people have like shady things you can do. I'm not putting those on the air.
Yeah, we don't want to be shady.
Yeah, I'm not putting those on the air. All right, appreciate you guys. Halloween tonight, and I just almost wear reflectors or something. So you get hit by a car. It's not poison in your apples or needles and your candy or razor blades. It's just getting hit by a car. Like, don't get hit by a car.
Yeah.
And that's really the thing.
Yeah, and drivers slow down.
That too.
Yep.
And so I know you're taking the kids out. You'll have 4 kids though, huh?
Yeah, but luckily 4 adults, so we can wrangle them in.
Yeah. So that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Eddie?
Well, I'm tempted to cancel it.
Wait, what?
If the weather's going to be really cold and rainy, like, I might just tell the kids, like,
Even
hey,
from this morning we talked about it, now you're thinking about canceling it?
in just like that.
And like 3 hours time.
Yes. I'm like, man, I'm thinking about it. Like, it's going to, it could be below freezing. I might tell the kids, let's do it Saturday. What do y'all think?
Wait, but nobody's going to be handing out candy on Saturday.
Well,
could you knock on doors and just
No.
say,
No.
okay.
But I would just say this: if the weather had been cold leading up to it, you would still go out. It's just there's a sudden change that's making you not want to go out. Because where we are, it's going to be cold.
Correct.
Bobby you can't hand out candy at 8:00 at night.
Well, I will. I'm going to get candy right after the show, and I'm going to get baller candy too.
Are you getting full size or fun
I'm
size?
going to get full size and wrap it in tins.
Oh.
$10 bills on every candy
I'm going to
bar.
come trick or treating there.
Kidding.
It'd be like, that'd be pretty baller to put $1 bills around candy.
Yeah.
Do it.
What else did I spend money on?
Exactly. You should do
My
it. You're going to
dog-
make some kids' days.
My dog has surgery next week, which is going to be expensive. He has surgery on the 6th at 7:30 a.m. Stanley surgery. He's going to be hurt for a few days too.
Poor guy.
His wiener, his nose.
What is happening with this?
I don't know. His wiener like pokes out sometimes.
I thought that was normal.
No, it's like a problem.
Okay, I saw you write that it was a problem, but I didn't know.
This dog, I talked about it. It's so frustrating. I didn't know I was prepared for a bulldog.
But he's cute. That's the thing.
So cute.
So anyway, that's the deal. We'll come back. You guys can hit us up, 877-77 Bobby. You want to hop on? We'll talk to you in a second. Thanks. Apparently, Lindsay Lohan spent $14,000 on vodka, Twizzlers, and adult movies at the hotel.
Oh,
That's a lot of money to spend on those things.
yeah. What in the world?
Like it says, like an ordinary human. This comes from the Daily Mail. Lindsay Lohan raided the minibar and fridge, and she spent all of that money at the Mercer Hotel. She also rented movies and ordered incense sticks. Isn't she the one that's always broke? They were always like, she lost all her money?
Mm-hmm.
That's why she loses all her money. She buys Twizzlers. Have like 2 Twizzlers and call it a day.
Yeah, I mean, what in the world?
She checked in under a fake name, Lily Flowers. In a single evening, she charged to her room $350 in alcohol and then a bunch for candy and chips. The hotel charged her for running errands, including a trip to the pharmacy to pick up a prescription. Apparently, she made a bunch of money judging Australia's version of The Masked Singer.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's a lot of money on 3. I get it, Twizzlers. Who doesn't like a Twizzler?
Vodka.
Does vodka taste?
Like nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Does it taste?
I mean, there's a little bit.
I mean, not really.
It's
It just tastes like alcohol. Like, that's it.
But so I've never tasted vodka. So if I were to pour
You would
vodka,
taste it. It's not like water. It's not
Oh,
tasteless.
yeah, it's not like water bones.
what's
Yeah.
the least tasting alcohol?
Everclear, right?
Oh,
gosh.
Oh, sorry.
That's like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
is
say that.
it? I thought. Well, that's the most powerful. What is the least?
If I were going to
tasting?
drink for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was said, okay, I want to have a fruity drink, a smoothie, and pour alcohol in it, but I don't want to know the alcohol's there. What alcohol would I drink?
Parrot Bay coconut rum.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Rum is good overall
Because
because
you'll
it's
just
sugary.
like you're at the beach.
Yeah.
It'll taste like your virgin one.
Like you're drinking a Kenny Chesney song.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Basically.
that's a good analogy. Okay, so when I start, I'm doing that.
Yes.
I think that you're worried about it because
I probably do the hard seltzer though, right?
Oh,
No.
like White Claw?
Oh, White Claw like Raymundo?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be my move, Raymundo, or no?
I feel like you're gonna need to want to taste it because you're gonna need to know. Okay, I've had enough. If you can't taste it, you're just gonna keep
You're in
drinking,
trouble.
and then
Here
you're
you
gonna
go.
be like,
10 drinks to order if you hate the taste of alcohol.
Okay.
Number 1 is a vodka sour.
Okay.
Do you know what that is, Amy?
I don't know what the sour part is.
It tastes like a lemonade.
Amaretto sour.
Okay.
A vodka cranberry is at number 2.
Yep.
That's
you
what
would
I
love
like.
that.
Rum and Coke.
Yeah, that's what my dad likes.
White Claw's at 4.
Wow, it's already on the list.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they write articles every day.
Oh, true.
Vodka soda with lime.
That's a good one too.
A mimosa.
Yum.
That's rum
A
based.
screwdriver.
A mimosa,
Oh no,
champagne,
not
and
champagne. I'm
orange
sorry.
juice.
I was thinking mojito. Sorry.
Yeah.
Screwdriver.
Vodka, orange juice.
Yep.
A Long Island iced tea.
Oh my gosh.
Don't even mess
You
with
want
that.
it?
That was like
You want to party,
was
man?
Yeah, you want to go down hard? That's
college
what you
days.
get.
Like if you, oh my gosh.
Tell
like
me
if-
about a Long Island iced tea.
That is literally what we would drink a lot in college, and you would have one, and it was just like,
I think there's 4 types of liquor in there, and they would sell them for $2, and you drink 4 of those. Woo!
it's like the drinks
Good
we used to
night.
make as kids, like a suicide, where you put a little bit of
Yes.
everything. hmm
Apparently, I'm getting text here that Lindsay Lohan's putting the Twizzlers in the vodka, and that makes the vodka taste better.
Oh.
Okay.
There you go. A little tip from a pro. Then finally, a Moscato, and then hard cider. Those are the things that if you don't want to taste alcohol, to drink. But alcohol itself doesn't taste. What does alcohol taste like? Give it a word.
Goosebumps.
Okay. There you go.
I don't know.
It's bitter.
Yeah.
Let me go to Carrie in Pittsburgh, who's on the phone. Hey, Carrie, you're on the Bobby Bone Show. What would you like to say this morning?
How you doing?
Hey, pretty good. Go ahead.
Hi. Good. I was calling to see if there was any update on Lunchbox's sketchy neighbor.
Oh, so Lunchbox thinks his neighbor's a drug dealer.
Correct.
And he puts the drugs on his trash can.
In the trash can, and then like 5 minutes later, a car drives through the alley, opens the trash can, takes the bag of whatever out. And also, people pick him up in the front of the house. He's wearing a backpack, drive a few blocks, and then 5 minutes later, my neighbor comes walking back.
So any update, because you said you were going to bust him or at least record it.
Yeah, I was going to try to record it or look in the trash can, but I haven't seen any action in the past week and a half, so he's been laying low. Maybe he heard me talking about him. I don't know, but I haven't seen anything in the last week or two.
It's the holidays. Maybe he's taking some time off
Maybe.
for Halloween. Yeah, no update, Carrie, on that. Thanks for the call, though. Appreciate that.
All right. Thanks. Have a good one.
All right, one more. Natalie in Austin, you're on the Bobby Bone Show. Natalie, what would you like to say? Go ahead.
Hi, studio. I just had a thing for Eddie. If it's so cold, it's kind of cold in Austin right now, that you can check your nursing homes in the area, and a lot of them give out candy, and it's inside, and it brings, a smile to the elderly's face to see all the kids dressed up.
It's not a bad idea.
You can go to my
considering
dad's.
that too.
We might do that.
We did the mall one time, and I think my son, Junior, he's 11 now, and that's probably the worst memory he's ever had of Halloween. He still talks to it this day as that was my worst Halloween ever, Dad.
Y'all went to the mall to
Why?
trick or treat?
Because the weather was so bad, same situation, but the mall was having come store to store, and they're giving out candy.
But why was it so bad?
Because he's just like, this isn't trick or treating. What is this? Yeah, he still remembers it to this day. He's like, this is terrible. I hated that Halloween.
He's in therapy on a couch.
That time we spent at the mall, Dad.
Sam Hunt, Ken Folks, Bobby Bones Show. Hit us up if you want. 877-77-Bobby. Play this one here. I'm on Instagram, Mr. Bobby Bones, Mr. Bobby Bones.
is the Bobby Bones Show.
Bobby Bones.
They say about a fifth of houses will act like they're not home to keep trick-or-treaters from coming. To their defense, maybe they forgot to get candy. I don't have kids, so I'd have forgotten
Right.
about
No,
that.
I get it. Yeah, you just turn your lights off and act like you're not there.
Yeah, 20% of people will say, ooh, I'm just going to pretend not to be home. 65% will give kids candy, which is what I'm going to do. And watch my Instagram tonight because I will post a special bowl of candy. That's all I'm going to say.
Like what kind of
Don't worry about it right now.
Find out.
Yeah. Mr. Bobby Bones on Instagram. I'll be posting a picture of the candy that I'm giving away, which will be very special. I'll leave it at that for right now. Good on that?
Yeah.
The dead people list of how much money they make comes out every year. Who do you think number one is?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, $60 million. Dead. Dead since 2009. Made $60 million last year. Next.
And Elvis.
Elvis is number two. Nice job.
Oh, Amy.
39 million.
He's been making money for a long time, huh?
Been dead since 1977, or people would like you to believe that. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get the rest, but do you know anybody else that would be on the list?
Prince.
Prince is at number 9, so he's on the list. George Harrison from the Beatles at 13, Whitney Houston at 12. Marilyn Monroe is at 8. She's still making $8 million or $13 million a year.
Really?
Mhm. Dr. Seuss is at 6.
Oh, yeah.
Bob Marley is at number 5. Made $20 million last year. Arnold Palmer at 4. The guy that drew Snoopy's at 3. Charles Schultz. Made $38 million. What if you never knew him and you're like his great grandkid and that money just keeps rolling in and you're rich? What?
So Arnold Palmer was a golfer.
Uh-huh.
And why is he still making money?
He has a drink now.
Right, but
Probably
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
if he got
stuff.
royalties from me ordering an Arnold Palmer.
No. He actually owns the company, like Arnold Palmer, and they make a drink. It's half and half.
Oh.
You can still make it.
Yeah.
but they
You can
all-
do that,
yes.
but yeah.
Mhm.
Probably a lot of stuff.
What is that? Lemonade and tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember my mom would drink it.
Who orders Arnold Palmer's? Like, what part of the country?
It must
'Cause
be in Texas. Because,
I've tried it.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's got to be a part of the country that's really into the Arnold Palmer drink for them to produce it on such a mass level. Because occasionally someone will order it and I'll be like, that's weird. I've tried it, but yeah, not really the thing. Michael Jackson is number 1. But yeah, the Charles Schultz thing is always like, wow, that guy's still making money off Snoopy.
Charlie Brown, too, right?
Well, that's the same.
Yeah.
Snoopy and Charlie Brown, same thing. Yeah. There's a wedding booth photo that caught this guy cheating on his wife. Yeah.
What?
You know how you get in those little picture booths?
Yeah.
And you take all the pictures? 2 wedding guests apparently learned the hard way when their secret photo booth session ended up getting posted online by their event photographer, who was unaware that they weren't supposed to be in the photo booth. By the way, why would you get in somewhere with the camera and start
Right.
making out with
I
somebody you
don't-
shouldn't?
And then, so they're at a wedding, but with their other people, but then they snuck to the booth
Mm-hmm.
where there was going to be all private with a camera.
With a camera.
A private booth.
Yeah, those things, they go up on normally from weddings, you can log in somewhere and retrieve your photos.
They weren't thinking about that.
I got a text here that says in Pittsburgh, it's big. So I got
Arnold Palmer's
a
are?
text, from someone in Pittsburgh listening right now that says the Arnold Palmers are big. So shout out. Appreciate you guys for hitting us up with that info. No idea. Check out the show after it's over. Just search for the Bobby Bones Show on demand on iHeartRadio or wherever you listen to your podcast. We usually load it about an hour after the show's over. So appreciate you guys for hanging out with us and being part of the team here today.